Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in an air sign. Basically motivated by intellectual concepts and social ideals. Recharges energy through social involvement and intellectual stimulation. Sun in Libra. Creative energy directed toward interpersonal relationships and initiating ideas. Needs to be recognized for impartiality, fairness, kindness, and ability to harmonize opposing energies. Radiates sociable, graceful, intellectual vitality and a refined sensitivity to beauty. Constant urge to create balance in one's relationships and lifestyle. Sense of individuality can be obliterated through overconcentration on pleasing others. The moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in water signs. Reacts to changing experiences with sensitivity and emotion. Feels comfortable with self when feelings are deeply involved. Moon in Scorpio. Reacts intensely, passionately, with controlled emotional power. Self-image affected by complex, turbulent emotions. Confidence sometimes undermined by negative emotions or supported by passionate sense of purpose. Depth of feelings and secretiveness contribute to person's mystique and charisma. A need to deeply penetrate experiences leads to comprehension of underlying motives or to imagining all sorts of fearful motives in others. Fear of vulnerability and losing control can lead to emotional repression. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Scorpio. Note that this is the fall position of the moon. Dominating and aggressive, impatient and moody, given to brooding, easily hurt and can be jealous, impulsive, desire as the motivating force, strong pride and will, intensely passionate in response to life, set in ways and very stubborn, apt to be disappointed in love, apt to demand too much and not give enough of understanding, sit in judgment on others too quickly, greatest need to learn to forgive and forget, strong physically, sensual, extremist in temperament, strong deep feelings but they need handling, needs to achieve an optimistic attitude toward life. Go after what they want and usually get it and then find out it's not what they really wanted. In a male chart, will attract a possessive and jealous mate if moon is afflicted. Sun-Moon Alchemy, the elemental combinations of the sun sign and the moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign, copyright Charles and Susie Harvey 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian 1994. Each sun-moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Air-water combinations. Air and water together produce mist, which is a seemingly insubstantial, rather ethereal mixture. In fact, this combination of mind and emotion can produce a wonderful sense of humor and an extremely creative imagination, making for an equal interest in both sciences and the humanities, in people and things, in fact and fiction. This individual is enormously sensitive and potentially insightful, but may need to exert terrific effort in handling the real world. It is potentially a romantic, poetic combination, powerfully expressive and often theatrical. The Welsh poet Dylan Thomas, with Sun in Scorpio and Moon in Aquarius, expressed this ironic blend of mind and heart in a note about his collected poems. These poems, with all their crudities, doubts, and confusions, are written for the love of man and in praise of God, and I'd be a damn fool if they weren't. When the sun is in air and the moon in water, the individual may be a thinking type who consciously reflects upon the mysteries of life. This person thinks they are a free spirit, but soon finds out how deeply attached they have become. The Scottish birth control campaigner Marie Stopes, Sun in Libra, Moon in Pisces, was typical of the combination in her idealism, which was concerned with the realm of human values and the mysterious world of feeling and emotion. She expressed this well when she said, "There is nothing in the world I so reverence as beauty, whether of the world or of character or in a soul." Shadow. The air-water type may sometimes get confused as to whether they are thinking or feeling something. An apparently detached viewpoint may in fact be tinged with personal bias. This individual may also experience a mind-emotion split, feeling both emotionally involved and even dependent, and yet detached from the object of their affections at another level. In general, there can be a tendency for a rich imagination to remain somewhat up in the air, and for procrastination and an impractical approach to limit the possibilities of successful self-expression. If water is the stronger element, there can be intense emotionality, receptivity, and self-dramatization, but with a lack of strategy about one's creative energies. If air is the stronger element, the individual initiates well-thought-out schemes, but they may lack that touch of originality which comes from the depths of an inspired heart. To find out which element is stronger, you need to know further details about the horoscope, such as whether there are several planets in water or air. Relationships. The air-water type is interested in relating and communicating, and makes a delightful and stimulating partner. But there may be a kind of divine discontent in this individual, a sort of unconscious yearning for something more, and a sense that the grass is greener somewhere else. Relationships can be problematic because there is a need for intimacy and security, as well as for variety and change. Women with the moon in a water sign may tend to gravitate towards men with a strong water component, for they will help bring out their sense of femininity, which could otherwise get suppressed and intellectualized. For similar reasons, men with the moon in an air sign may find themselves drawn to air-type women, with whom they will feel a spontaneous affinity. It may be possible for this combination to drift into new intimacies without realizing it is even happening, and they would expect to be able to remain friends with all past lovers. Male versus female. This combination is probably best handled by females who can stay in touch with their feelings and also reflect on them without too much distress. The female role requires diffuse awareness, the ability to be aware of many different things at once, and it also requires tremendous adaptability, which this combination provides. It is likely that males will tend to polarize towards the mental and intellectual dimension, defending themselves against the overt expression of feelings. This will especially be the case when the moon is the water element. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William U. Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Libra, Moon in Scorpio. The Masquerader. You place a high value on being rational and diplomatic, and you try always to stay objective and just in your assessments. Scorpio fervor, aggressiveness, and passion, however, smolder under that calm and cool exterior you present. You have an inner nature that is motivated and obstinate, and although your style might be that of peace, inside lies the motivation and intention of a warrior. Your combination joins peaceable and tactful Libra with forceful, enigmatic, and aggressive Scorpio. All this means that you are a very multifaceted person. You probably show many of the qualities of the Libra outwardly and strive for peace, accord, and inner tranquility. With your friends and colleagues, you are peaceful and thoughtful. At home and your environment, you are relaxed with yourself. Regardless of how delightful, naive, and youthful you seem on the exterior, when the time comes to take charge and exploit a personal gain, you can quickly come out as a critical, upfront, and astute individual. Less observant people are caught totally unaware, and you usually end up shocking even your closest friends. Having conceived a goal or idea, you almost never rest until you have followed it through to the end. There is nothing idle or careless about you, but like all Libras, you really enjoy distraction and recreation. Being involved with others is something for which you have a strong need and desire. You often reject the sound advice that others give to you. It is a good idea to keep your mind open, even though it is important to value your own personal views, especially in times of pressure. Your combination has the potential of academic and spiritual awakening on a big scale and great promise if it is pursued faithfully. With your good leadership, you can assist in paving the way to self-realization, as long as the approach is balanced. Presidents Dwight Eisenhower and Jimmy Carter are two examples of this combination. You most likely feel you have a purpose in life and are motivated to assist people and to change outmoded attitudes. You most likely feel you have a purpose in life and are motivated to assist people and to change outmoded attitudes. You have strong political and diplomatic abilities because of your instinctive knowledge of what makes others tick. Your philosophy is generally realistic and careful, although you are a positive person by nature. You can be fairly closed to a differing perspective, and at times people think you are intolerant, even though you may think of yourself as open-minded. Notes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Sun in Libra, Moon in Scorpio. Your greatest strengths. An exacting sense of justice. Courage and tenacity in the face of difficulties. Subtle, clever way of delivering clear-headed judgments. Devotion to ideals and to loved ones. Ability to weigh evidence impartially and to make decisions. Your greatest weaknesses. Moodiness. Temptation to manipulate others. Self-interest, which can masquerade as a crusader for social justice and harmony. A tendency to be overly suspicious and paranoid of others' motives, which can damage the ideal harmony between you and a loved one you want so much. Images for integration. An army general becomes patron of a new museum of art. A wolf and an elegant Burmese cat become inseparable friends.